Hello everybody, today we're gonna play a Caro-Kann game with the black pieces. So we strike in the center with this move, he closes it, and now we develop the bishop. We want to play e6 to get the bishop out of the pawn chain. We trade that bishop off. We make this pyramid formation because we traded off our light square bishop. So we want to put pawns on light squares. Now we put pressure on the center. We develop the knight, putting even more pressure. Then we want to develop the queen, put pressure to this pawn and put even more pressure to the center, and then we want to get this knight around like that. So for example, we can maybe even go, yes, let's go this way, because we say you can take our pawn, but then we get the g-file for an attack at his king, and we get pressure on that pawn, and now we can maybe even go there, or we can just take in the center. He will probably take back, and then we move our knight to this square, putting even more pressure. Also h5 will be an idea in the future. So let's see what he will play. Yes, that's what I thought. He develops the bishop, and now we're not going to sack, but we can play this move because he cannot take, because we will take his bishop, and threat is to take. He cannot take, he can take back, and then we trade the rooks, and then we win that pawn. So yeah, the only move was to push. We cannot take, so we can put pressure to the pawn, but then he will just play this move. So let's see, maybe we can put a knight back, but then we block in the bishop. So I think we should go for this move, and he will play this move, but then we do get this nice square for a bishop. So that's where I'm gonna put my bishop. And now let's see what he does. He can maybe try and trade it off, now that my knight is out of the game. But even if he takes, it's not the end of the world, because then we will in the future have pressure over here. But maybe it's just better to take, because when his knight goes here, it also doesn't have any prospect, so it takes with the rook. But now we can just castle, get our rooks to the open file, try to get our knight in the game. So he goes to the c file. Let's go to the c file ourselves, say no, we want the c file. Goes there. We can take this one, but we don't need to. So we can also play this move. So I like that, just taking once. He can take with the queen maybe, which I missed a bit, but he doesn't. He misses either. Also, now we can try and reroute our knight to the king side. He develops his knight. I develop my knight. I want to play here. I want to play f6. He's looking for this square. That's a really good square for his knight. So let's see. Maybe we can play f6. Yes, I like the move f6 right now, because it kind of forces him to do something. Now this pawn is always defended by the queen, so that's alright. It blocks his rook. So now I suggest we take in the center, and he can take with the knight maybe, but that really destabilizes this one. But I don't really have a way to punish it. He's also threatening this. So I'm kind of no, not really, because I hang this pawn. So let's see what we can do. We can move our rook maybe here, because then that doesn't really matter anymore. Yes, so I like that move. Pinning this knight to the rook. There are no. Something like this. We attack the queen, so it doesn't work. And also we try to checkmate. So he goes for attacking our queen. But now I think we can just go here. No worries. Yes, that's just an okay move, because this doesn't work because of takes and takes. So he pushes this pawn. We cannot take it because it's defended, of course, but we can maybe we can take here, and we have some stuff. I actually think we might sacrifice our knight in the center. He takes with the queen. We attack the queen with our other knight, and then the knight cannot defend anymore. But maybe it can then take this pawn. Then we take the rook. It's a very tactical position. So it takes, queen takes. I hope you can all visualize this. We attack the queen. This knight is attacked. Oh, actually it's defended 3 times, so it doesn't work. My bad. I'm sorry. So let's see, do we have any... Yeah, I think... No, we cannot really go here, because after this... Yeah, we can go here. Because if he takes, you think maybe, oh no, it's a fork. But no, because we can take this knight with the rook and then take a rook back, so we get 2 knights for the rook. So we see he retreats. Now maybe this is an idea, but still not really. We can maybe move back, because nah. But now we get this square for the knight, which is really nice because he pushed. We also could have taken the pawn, but I think that was a bit too scary because he has these 2 very strong knights, and just grabbing a pawn, allowing all that stuff, I didn't really think it was good. He forks us now, but I think we can take this knight, and if he takes our queen, we take his queen. So let's go for that line, and if he takes back, we can move to this one, threatening. Actually not threatening mate, but we can just take the pawn, threatening mate this way. So that was the plan. So he can go for this, we take his queen, and maybe then he takes our knight. But even if we then take back, he takes back, we both have a rook. But maybe we can even sacrifice this knight further. But I don't think so. But let's see what he will play. I'm curious. We win 17 points actually, that's nice. He takes a queen, we take his queen. He's gonna take our knight, because if he takes back, that's just a mistake. Because I'm gonna take back like this, and now I'm up a knight. He may say, but I have this very strong pawn, but it's not. Because I kinda wanna stop him, but after this he trades and pushes, and he gets through. So I'm just going after the pawn. He may try something like this, but then I can, no, don't remove that. Then I would lose my knight actually. Yes, so we cannot really defend it. So let's just move back, because we threatened to win this pawn after he takes this one. And now we force a rook trade, because otherwise it would be mate. I guess he can also go back himself. And if he trades, we just simply win, because we win this pawn. We bring our king, and he can do nothing. So yeah, best move I guess, bringing the rook back. But we can still go after this pawn, and after he defends, we attack it another time. But he wins our knight actually, but he doesn't, because it's checkmate. I kinda tricked him there. So his only move is this, we can pre-move it. And that's how we won this game in the Caro-Kann. Nice win. Let's go. So, when is he going to realize that I didn't hang my knight? I just saw a checkmate. Yes, he abandons the game. So let's analyze it pretty quickly. So, let's see what the computer has to say. We played at 79%. It's not bad, but not really good either. We played good moves. And this was a mistake actually, because the computer did suggest this, but I thought we are going to have a very nice attack. We're going to close this position, have pressure on the pawn, queenside castle. I just thought we were really gonna have a really nice attack to the king, also with h5, h4, h3, but the computer wasn't scared, but he played b5, actually no game move. Computer actually thinks that I should have pushed to close the center, but I didn't do this because then we're just looking at brick walls. So I took, and he should have thrown it in, intermediate move. But now we get a knight in the game, so kinda equal. And yeah, I think this was a mistake. going with our knight here. Maybe we should have went here or here, because then we can go via the f2 square, or maybe even block in our bishop. But it's alright. We take castle, fight for the center, and now this knight was looking at a brick wall, so I thought we're gonna have to reroute it. He develops his knight, and now I play f6. And yeah, this move was also hanging, also available, but I thought I can always just reroute my knight back. I take, and here he had probably some stuff, but because he gives the square away. And now I put really good pressure with the knight, so it isn't even a sacrifice. But we exploited this move by playing our knight there now. But now it's because of this move, and after our move, like I thought, he should have taken this. But I thought this is actually a mistake. He should have played this move. But he's not. But what if I just move? Oh, because he's threatening to come in with the rook. So let's say I try to come back like this. He could just take, I guess. Yeah, because if he goes through with his plan, I have this move. And I still lose actually. So there was a crazy, but he just blundered this. And he thought he wins back our knight, but no, it's checkmate. So I guess the thing we can learn here is calculate a bit further, because I calculated takes, and now I just go after the pawn. Over here I bring my king, and I'm gonna win this pawn. We go into king endgame, where I thought I have chances because I would just defend these pawns and then walk back. I guess it was still a bit better for my opponent, but I thought I had chances there, also because of his back rank, and that's also how we won the game. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a great day.